We're at the end of the first day. Here we have a Jordi. Jordi, thank you for joining us. We're going to talk about social media, but in the sales. No, it's not only marketing, it's also for the sales. And he is an expert in social selling. He has his own company, his XQs. He founded in 2010. And he's going to talk about how can we use social media for the business people, for the sales people.
Thank you,
Jordi.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thanks, Des, for inviting me. Thank you, everyone, for making time to be with me today. I only have 15 minutes or 20 minutes, so I'll try to be precise. I have 4 ideas for you, okay? Let me start by saying that according to Professor Sharan and Professor Tiki, in a paper, there are 9 sources of business growth. Okay? The first one would be about natural growth. It would be just doing what you do best in your environment and keep growing. Second source would be about changing your product strategy. It would be about lowering price, about lowering quality, increasing price, increasing quality. That can be a natural source of business growth. There's another source for business, which is a breakthrough technology. Development in technology can provide major sources of business growth. A change in the distribution model can also be a source of business growth. Going from direct to channel and mixing those channels can be a great source of business growth. And we can also enter new markets. That will be new geographical markets, untapped markets that you are not in. Gaining power in the marketplace would be about integration, about acquisition and mergers and vertical integration to allow you to grow. Another source would be about acquiring new customers. How can we adapt the value proposition for a given market to make it more interesting for buyers to get to us? We can also resegment and sub-segment markets so we can reshape our value proposition more finely to those sub-segments. That can be another source of, and obviously entering new markets, about diversification, doing things that you're not currently doing. Now, I know there are many other papers and research studies that number different other sources, but we particularly like this one. What we have found is that underneath all these sources of business growth, there's one thing that shines now with its own light, and that is the new source of growth in digital. What would you say that is today? Any ideas? And we are talking about social today, okay? So social can be, but I'm going to the root cause of that. Social per se, it's not a source of business growth. It is trust. Today, trust is something that we can really rely on as a new source. If we get trust in our products, I'm a salesperson. Whenever a client buys from me, there's this magic happening. How did I gain this person's trust? How did I do that? Why do your clients buy from you, actually? They trust you. So how can we do that today? Let me share with you a little story, okay? I'm married, and my wife, some 10, 15 years of marriage, and, relationship can be a little bit tricky, but the other day, 2 weeks ago, I wake up and in my side of the bathroom, I find this little empty bottle of her favorite perfume. And I'm slow, but I kind of learned to pick on those hints. So what I do, I go on Google and I found for that her favorite perfume. So I have no idea. I don't know anything about perfumes. I don't know what the right price. I don't know if that any of those e-commerce sites that I find on Google I have no idea what I'm doing, honestly. Now, I have my credit card with my hand, and I'm saying, who is giving me guarantees that my credit card is not going to end anywhere, or I will be charged 1,000 euros or $1,000, or even that the product that I buy will be shipped to me? Who gives me that guarantee? Who can I trust? I've never done that. If you think about it, who does that? Obviously, in that case, it would be Google. As marketers, we like to trick Google and be on the first page, but from the buyer side. That is trust, correct. So, and by the way, social is also ranks really well on Google. We know that. I have 4 ideas for you on how to add social to your strategy to be a true source of business growth. Okay? Just 4 ideas. I will be very happy if you take one of that and just take it home with you to your companies. So, the first one is going to be about marketing and sales alignment. When I speak with marketing directors, they'll complain that sales is not closing. When I speak with sales directors, they complain that marketing is not giving quality leads. They're unable to close. Well, how about a common approach as demand generation? That is being very successful. It's about bringing revenue, aligning marketing and sales. It's about how can market fuel the social strategy in sales. I hear a lot that social, that's managed by marketing. Well, what about sales? Sales also needs to be on social. So let's not forget about the power of bringing sales into the equation. So marketing and sales can work together. That's my first idea for today. Second idea is about adding the individual dimension. When we hear about social again, it's all about marketing. Yes, marketing is doing it at a corporate level. Yes, marketing is managing inbound, posts, content, and outbound, emailing, newsletters. What about the individual level? It's not everything corporate. I like to add the individual to this equation. We all sell in our companies. Not only sales, but marketing, but customer service, billing, operations, everyone that's facing a client. So why not work on the individual dimension of social? Let's empower our people to be proficient in managing their own presence online, being able to post, and being able to go out there and find clients. So inbound and outbound, not only for corporate, but for the individuals. That's the second idea for today. I'm going to go with the third idea. It's about social leadership. We are all experts in a niche. We all have something to say today in our specialty. And great leaders know this. So you need to be an expert offline, going to conferences, going to events and meet, but also online. We need social leadership. Let's bring together the world of on and offline. Some people think that they just need online or that they just need offline. We need to combine both aspects to create social leadership. That's my third idea for today. And the fourth idea is about closing the loop. In marketing, we hear a lot about lead generation, posting, inbound, content. that only addresses the first step of the buyer journey. A lot of organizations are thinking about the sales process and not the customer buying process. We need to align our processes so we really are helping clients buy with social. So social can help in the buyer's awareness phase. Oh, I do have a situation, and oh, social can help me, and my company can help me. We also can help in the prospecting option phase. When the prospect is assessing what options they have, we can certify that we can be their provider. Okay? Not only that, when we are in the buying phase, we can gain trust with social by providing the right content at the right time, just what we saw today. But not all meetings and client buying phases end in sales. There's some exit strategy. So our clients may not be ready to buy yet. But there's an opportunity to nurture them with social, keeping them in the loop, not only newsletters, but that can also be part of it. So let's not forget about the exit when the client is not ready but may buy in the end. But what happens if the client really buys? Then we need to cry it out loud. We got to say it loud. Our client is happy today. Let's make that a success case. Let's shout it out there. And in the long-term relationship, when our client is near the end of the contract, we keep nurturing the relationship. So the client is ready when the renewal comes to upsell, to cross-sell, and then the circle starts over with a new sale and a new opportunity. That's my fourth idea for the day. And that's pretty much it. Let me summarize what we've seen today. And I know I'm just giving you food for thought. First idea was demand generation. How can marketing and sales work together better? And marketing producing content that sales can use in a whole demand generation approach. Second, it would be about the two layers of social: corporate world, corporate marketing, inbound, outbound, corporate, and at the individual level. We can work with social selling. We can work with the personal inbound and outbound strategy working together. The third would be about social leadership. Yes? About how we can become leaders and thought leaders in our own niche. And the fourth idea was about closing the loop. How can social help you along the buyer journey? And that is all that I have for you today. So thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.